Apocalypse. Peggy 18.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Welcome back, guys, to another insanely awesome video. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at the trailer I just put up on screen for you guys. You guys should have seen it. So this trailer, guys, is Fallout 76. We guessed it. We all know I'm a bit late on this video, but I am back. But before I get into this discussion with you guys, I just wanted to mention my Facebook page down in the description box below. You guys should go check it out. That is where I will be releasing the most up-to-date content for my channel. Stay up to date with what I'm doing, be there, have a great time. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to mention, guys, or start talking about today is, will multiplayer ruin the Fallout titles? So it is very well possible that multiplayer could ruin a title such as Fallout in general, simply because it is a role-playing game, a game where you could get submerged in the storyline and you forget that you're playing a game. Well, there are good and bad aspects of having a game such as the new one coming out, Fallout 76, and we're going to go ahead and talk about some of those things right here, right now. So a good thing is we could venture out into the wasteland with our friends. We've never really seen that in a Fallout title before. It'd be kind of cool. It'd bring a pretty sizable amount of people to at least check out the Fallout series, maybe get some new purchases on the old games as well, like they need it. But a bad thing though is there is a nuking feature, which means that since it's a solely multiplayer game, somebody could launch a nuke off and actually kill other players in the map who are trying to do stuff, build their base, have fun. So suffice it to say that this is good and bad in a number of ways, because while to the player who is sending out the nuke to kill the other player or that portion of the map, it does add enemies for that player to then go and try to take on new stuff, new loot for them to try to acquire, but in the process it ends up screwing somebody else over. So one person gains, another person loses. And this is actually kind of cool to me because that's kind of how the apocalypse would be if you think about it. It wouldn't really be any different. I wouldn't expect it to be any different. Somebody else's misfortune is somebody else's fortune, basically. But enough of that. The next thing is Virginia could be one of the best spots for a Fallout sequel, and let me expand on that just a little bit, because as far as we know in the Fallout series, or just the Fallout series, the story so far is that Virginia was unaffected by the bombs. So what that means is that you won't really see ghouls that could talk to you. They'll mainly be feral, but you will see ghouls in general. But they're adding a total of, if I'm not mistaken, it was 30 something new creatures into the game. not the point. What as far as storyline goes, what little of it there probably will be, Virginia still stands. There was no bombs dropped on Virginia. So that opens a whole new pool of possibilities for the game developers. And what I mean by that is since there were no bombs dropped, I mean, technically it is possible to start restructuring the United States, the world, and just rebuild. But on to the next thing, which is kind of a bad thing. While ruining, as I said before, while ruining another player's experience in some ways, dropping bombs on other players does boost that person's experience. I mean, we've already talked about that. So moving on. Another good thing is the storyline, as far as there is one, will kind of be short-lived. And what I mean by that is we'll kind of get a storyline and we'll be set out to just have fun, do what we're supposed to do. Another bad thing is sometimes bringing multiplayer into a title that specifically focuses on storytelling can plunder the title beyond redemption. What I mean by that is, guys, is we're used to Fallout being a game where there's story in it. We could waste hours and hours just replaying the same story, or we could add mods, for example, and code a whole new story, you know? But Fallout 76 just does not have those kind of capabilities. And for some people, that's going to be a problem. And what I mean by that is a large mass of the player base will be lost as a result of this game being made. I, for one, have been a fan of Fallout since the very beginning. I've played the first Fallout, I've played Fallout 3, I've played Fallout New Vegas, and I've played Fallout 4. I've beaten every single one of them, the DLCs, I've added mods, you know, I've spruced it up just a little bit. I've done everything there possibly is to Fallout, and in my opinion, this game will be new, it'll be adventurous. Will I like it? I have no idea. Who's to say until, you know, it actually comes out. But the last thing is, and this is kind of a good thing, a title such as Fallout 76 could bring more attention to a neglected genre, leading to more sequels in that genre of gaming. And what I'm talking about is, if I could elaborate a little bit more, is that, I mean, technically Fallout 4 and the rest of the Fallout series did get all the hype and publicity they were supposed to. In fact, even more. You know, people love the games. They said, keep them coming, let's see more of these type of games. But what I mean is Fallout 76 could bring a whole new pool of players who do solely enjoy multiplayer games to our very beloved series that we have going here. And that could be both good and bad, because we could be looking now to the future, more titles similar to Fallout 4, such as, you know, post-apocalyptic world, like zombie games. I know Days Gone's coming out this year. That's not the point of the video. A little off track there, but just example, you know, guys, is we could be seeing more titles such as that. But that looks like that's all I really have for you guys today. I mean, go ahead and drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys buying it, participating in the beta, the whole 9 yards? I want to know what you guys think. You know, is it on your get list or all of that? But once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell to stay notified, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.